Hello and welcome to Misery Loves Mandy. I'm Mandy Martino and we have the lovely Chase O'Donnell back on the pod. Woo! She'll be on every holiday podcast, so
buckle up.
This episode was a lot of fun. We talked obviously about Valentine's Day.
We talked quite a bit about Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift.
I don't think anyone's ever said Travis's name first.
Oh.
They're really becoming one.
Look at that.
And Chase had a great story.
Yeah, I did a comedy set, and the person I was talking about was in the audience, and that made for a Misery Loves Mandy story.
It was the perfect story. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like and subscribe. Share with a friend.
We also got very real about like manifesting.
Oh, yeah. That was at the end. I feel like if it was a mixtape, it was perfectly timed.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Or on a mixtape, do you usually leave on? I mean, it was a high, but a serious high.
It was a serious high we end on.
Yeah. So watch till the end.
Watch till the end. It's very serious by then.
Yeah, we're very serious people. Also, check out the Patreon if you want some more really serious content. Thank you so much.
Right, but it's purple.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
So if you guys have noticed, I don't know if you haven't. Someone commented on my Instagram, was it yesterday or today, being like, I love Chase.
Really?
And I wanted to be like, she's back. She's coming back.
Oh man, someone just randomly told you they love, and someone today told me they loved you.
Oh my God.
So that's cool.
Wait, did we talk about that person? Oh yeah, Josh. Oh yeah. So if you haven't caught on to the trend, Chase and I love holidays.
Valentines is actually.
Is it a holiday?
Oh, absolutely. Hallmark's biggest one.
Oh yeah.
Or is that Christmas? One of the two.
I think Hallmark. It's got to be. Hallmark's Christmas movies. Yeah. But Hallmark cards.
It's got to be Valentine's.
The one day out of a year that every actress in LA dreams to play the role of, Mrs. Valentine.
But I was going to say it's like an interesting holiday for single people because you become so aware
that you're single.
Yeah. But then there's Valentines.
Yes, that is. Your eyelashes. Push your glasses out. I looked over and they were pushed against the glass. They're just so beautiful and long.
I have really long eyelashes.
You have really nice eyelashes.
It's just a fact. And this might be a brag. I won Best Eyes in high school.
Oh, stop.
So, and then everyone goes, are those fake eyelashes? And I have to go, they're real. So, not to toot my own horn, but toot, I've got some long eyelashes.
Wait, listen here. You're not going to believe this. Buckle up.
What did you win?
I have always had really great eyelashes. So, since I was a baby, I've had really long black eyelashes. Uh-huh. Not to take away your toot, but to toot together.
Yeah, tell me.
So when I was in elementary school, my mom went to go pick me up, and she thought, must be saying, what an intelligent child you have. But instead she goes, you can't put mascara on your child. And my mom slapped her.
Your teacher?
Yeah, she slapped her against the face.
This is real?
No, the slap isn't real.
Oh.
But the rest is. So she
her.
fingered her, and then she said,
"Your mom, she's a bit much."
She's a protective mother, so she gave her the shocker, and then she said, as she's like holding her up, like in like It's Always Sunny, like she shocked her into the air, and she said, "Those are her own damn eyelashes, you bitch." And yeah, ever since that, people compliment my eyelashes, and I think of that day.
That story really took a turn. I didn't think it was going to be so much about your mom's interaction with your teacher.
Yeah, so my mom tells me that story all the time. But this is the crazy thing. My mom told me these are mocktails this time too. So, last time that champagne got us really good.
We drank the whole bottle.
Real quick.
Yeah. This is a mocktail.
This is a mocktail, but for the St. Patrick's Day episode, buckle in.
That one, I wish we could actually film it day of. Spoiler alert, this is a few days before Valentine.
This is Hollywood.
What are you doing on Valentine's?
We're going to be on the road in Florida doing shows. We actually have a show on Valentine's Day. You guys, Boca Raton.
Tonight.
Wait, this episode, does it come out on Valentine's Day? It's on a Wednesday.
You tell me. I thought this was on Valentine's.
I think it does come out because today's the 7th, 14th.
Because
Math.
I, too, have a show on Valentine's Day tonight.
Where's your show at?
San Diego. And it's like a dating show. It's called Going Dutch. It's like if you're in San Diego, come to me. And if you're in Florida, come to me. Show.
That's perfect. We really have options for people.
We're doing the pod and we're running. You're going to the airport and
long run.
Yeah.
Long run.
Yeah. So anyways, fun.
Yeah. So that'll be great. Takes the pressure off of Matt. He doesn't have, but it'll be nice being with my family on Valentine's Day.
Yeah. Oh, really? That doesn't just, again, that seems more like nice being with family over the holidays, Christmas. Valentine's seems like a fun one to be with your boyfriend.
Sometimes I lie to myself until I believe it. That's really how I get through life. But I want to get back to what you were talking about before the eyelash is.
What was I talking about?
How different Valentine's Day is for single people versus relationship people.
Yeah.
I guess they call relationship people couples.
Couples. I guess, okay, the last year was Valentine's alone, and this year will be Valentine's alone.
But your point was it does really it shines too much light on it.
Yeah. It's like, so me and my roommate are both single, and it was like over maybe like September, October, we went out with one of my friends and he was telling us about this great restaurant in LA. And we were like, oh, that'll be so fun. Let's go on a double date there on Valentine's and bring our dates. And we're like, surely we're going to be dating someone by February. We planned this months and months and months ago. And we were certain that we would have a boyfriend by Valentine's. It's harder these days.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That would be a good Hallmark movie.
Oh, like
trying to get your date for Valentine's Day.
That would be a great that's like I need a date for a wedding.
Yeah.
I need a date for
Same thing.
All right, I'll write it.
All right, I think it would be pretty easy. I mean, Hallmark movies are very complicated, but
I have for real. I have a book on how to write a Hallmark movie.
Really?
Because I want to write one, but the book's just sitting on my shelf.
I have a book.
Not to toot your toot.
Not to toot, but to toot together.
I also have a book.
I have books. I have fucking books. I have a book called How to Write a Rom-Com.
And mine's How to Write a Hallmark Christmas Movie.
Which I've never seen one that's not a rom-com.
Never.
You know, when I first of all, obsessed with romantic comedies.
Oh, that's the only way to watch a movie.
It really is.
Yeah.
They give me so much hope.
Well, me too. And that might be the problem. Because like everyone, like I was just watching one and, oh, I'm late to the airport and oh, I missed my flight and oh no, now I'm sitting next to a cute boy and oh, he's single too and oh, we're going to the same place and oh, we're going to It's just like that hasn't seemed to happen in real life, but I believe that that can happen and that's the problem. It's given me too much hope.
A lot of hope. But it's just like you don't want to put the hope away. I don't think put the hope like I think.
How did you and your boyfriend meet?
We did a stand-up show after the quarantine, and he did a joke about being dumped. I did a joke about being dumped. I went up to him, and I said, "Hey, I was just dumped, or just got through a breakup." And he goes, "Huh, me too." Then he
want a date?
And then he goes,
"Did you think he was cute? That's why you went up to him."
He was just a comic.
Or you were just like being truly just like, hey, similar story.
Yeah, okay. I don't think I've ever gone up to a comic trying to think they're cute. Like that, like my eyes were off for like comics. Mm-hmm. And then he said, "Nice fanny pack." And I said, "Thanks, it's from Ross." And he said, "I can tell."
Comics.
And I was like, he must like me. And then he said, it was when Queen's Gambit first came out. So he said, "Do you want to trade phone numbers and play chess on our phones?"
Oh, no, he must really like you to get your phone number.
And then I thought he just wanted to play chess.
Oh.
But he didn't.
He was interested.
Yeah. 3 years later. So that's like pretty romantic rom-com.
So you guys started playing chess together, and then how did you get to your first date?
We played lots of games of chess, and then he asked me to go on a hike.
Did you know it was a date, or were you like, "Oh, buddy"?
This I knew it was a date by now. And the funny thing is, my ex would never go hiking with me. And I hated that. I was like, "What the you lazy fuck?"
Yeah.
So then his first date was a hike, and I was like, "Yes,
that's how you knew.
Meant to be."
That is a rom-com.
Oh, the other one funny
That's a rom-com because you met in real life. You guys were just like happened to be on the same show, both talking about breakups. Mm-hmm. Like that's actually really beautiful.
Yeah, he did a beautiful joke about marbles. If he was a woman, he wouldn't be able to have marbles because he'd put them in his pussy and they'd fall out.
It's like beautiful.
It's just
that's
love.
How you knew.
That's how I knew. Yeah. I was like, "Oh, he can't have pussy. I have the pussy."
Oh.
And then we were all playing like sharing like music playlists. And he was like, "Oh, your music's so different than mine. We could never be compatible." And then I said to my friend, I was like, "He's playing chess, but like he said we could never be compatible because like our music." And she was like, "He's just kidding." And I was like,
"Oh,
pretty sure
that was a joke." But okay, so like I obviously like yes, I've been single for 2 years, but I've been talking to boys the whole time. Like
yeah,
I'm always talking to someone.
Yeah, on the field.
I am on the field. And I've learned boys love to send me their music.
Oh no.
Love to send me what they're listening to. And they kind of just need to read a room because I'm Taylor Swift all the way. I'm just I listen to musical theater and I listen to Taylor Swift. And if you are a guy and you are sending me rap, read a room. I'm not going to listen to it. Or if you're going to send me like goth music or like just like
screamo
metal, I'm just like it's a chore. And I'm like what why are you making me listen to this? And then if I have to send a song back, like I can't send them Mamma Mia. I have to like it's like a chore for me to like find a cool song that I can send back.
You just have to send back Mamma Mia because that's how you'll know it's the one.
I did that on one date. We were listening to his music, and he was like, "What do you want to play?" And I was like, "For real? Really? You want me to play what I would play?" And I put on Six the Musical, which is like, "We're six of a kind. We're."
What did he do? Oh my God.
I've never been more uncomfortable because he was pretending. He was like, and I was like, "It's okay if you don't like it."
Why is playing your music for somebody the most vulnerable thing ever?
Like, I'd rather just listen to their music and put up with it. But it's like, but because I was so uncomfortable making them listen to my, like, it's such a good song. But, and then, like, you know, I started to pretend to, like, get into it, like, dancing. And then I was like, this is just too awkward.
You're like, just kidding. And he was like, oh, thank God. I thought you were serious.
Well, I kept being like, I can turn it off. And he's like, no. He was so nice. He's like, keep it on.
Oh my gosh.
So I don't do well with the music stuff.
Yeah. The music, Matt and I have completely different music taste. It was a joke, but it was the truth.
Yeah. Jokes come from the truth.
But yeah, I think when it comes to listening to music with other people that have different music tastes, I will take them playing their music just so I don't have to be anxious in any day.
Oh, I go, you put on whatever you want. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You choose. I do not want to be the one, because I know what it's like to not like music. So I don't want them to feel what I feel.
And I don't want them to make me not like not enjoy my music.
Yeah, because I'm going to be so in my head.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Don't take that away.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, speaking of Taylor Swift, let's talk about her real quick, because you said you only listen to Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
This is perfect timing because...
Tell me. This will have come out after the Super Bowl.
I know. I was just thinking maybe not perfect timing, but timing.
Timing.
The Super Bowl has happened.
Yeah.
So happy they won.
I'm watching it for Taylor. I will be watching for Taylor.
So you are a Swiftie that watches football for Taylor.
That's correct. However, I don't have real TV, so I've actually never watched football. I'll see clips online of Taylor that I'll watch. I watch the football clips of Taylor at the game, but I don't actually watch the game because I don't know how to get that. Yeah. I don't know where to watch that.
It's on this box thing.
I've actually tried to watch, and I don't know how to get it. So I'll just watch the recap of Taylor at the game.
Well, the Super Bowl will be on everything. I heard she had to cancel going to Tokyo.
I did not hear that. She's gonna...
It could have been misinformed.
It takes 13 hours to get from Tokyo to Las Vegas. That 13 is her lucky number. So she will get there plenty of time. But she's getting a lot of hate right now because of her
her planes,
private jet.
Her private jet.
Which I go, every celebrity has a private jet. What are you talking about? Society.
I guess she had 2, but also she could have as many private jets as she wants, right?
Yeah, like I just really don't understand. Like, of course Taylor's not gonna go to the airport.
She can't do anything.
It would be not okay.
No.
Like, it's dangerous, honestly, for
Very.
her to be like stalking and people. Like, she's gonna have a private jet. I defend Taylor and I stand by it.
I completely agree with that one.
But now I'm worried, is she not gonna be at the Super Bowl?
Because she can't fly there?
Yeah, what's going on?
She'll figure it out.
Okay.
But I did want to see if you have anything to say to the people who are mad at Swifties turning in to watch the game only for Taylor.
I'm sorry. People are mad about that?
People are furious.
Okay, to them, I say they're losers.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. That's a loser thing. I've watched the Super Bowl every year of my life. Like, you just everybody watches it, but at least this time I can be entertained. Like, football doesn't entertain me. So I watch for the halftime show, And this time I can watch for appearances of my girl in the crowd. I mean, give us a break. Oh my God, that is so dumb.
It's really gotten around. This is so funny. So I was just in Connecticut where Matt's family is, and we were two instances happened that blew me away. So both his nephew and his friend's son are both 7-year-old boys.
Okay.
So his friend's son,
that's so old.
7
for like our age.
Yeah.
People to have a 7-year-old.
I was trying to not think too much into that.
They must have had kids at like 20 something.
No, because Matt's 37, so 30. So they had kids at like a normal
age.
A normal age. I know, it's freaking me out. That's why I couldn't think more into it.
Okay.
I'm going to be 80 when I have kids. Anyways, Taylor and I will be 80 when we have kids. So her son, she picks her son up from school, and he goes, "Did you hear Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce broke up?" And she goes, "That is false news. Where did you hear that?" And he goes, "Tiffany told me. It's going around school. They broke up." And his mom was like, "No, they didn't. Trust me. He should look. Here's photos. They were just together at the game yesterday." And he goes, well, 7-year-old boy. Then Matt's nephew goes, "Ugh, there are too many Swifties. I want Kansas City to lose the Super Bowl because there's too many Swifties getting airtime."
Oh my God, what generation are they? Because they're a piece of work.
But I'm like, how do 7-year-old boys know anything about any of this?
Well, okay, I was 7 when Monica Lewinsky and Bill Clinton scandal.
Mm-hmm.
I knew all about it. I was 7.
Oh, I didn't.
You didn't?
I don't. What happened? No, I don't remember remembering it when I was younger.
Like, I remember, like, we talked about it at 7. I'm sure we weren't getting all the info right.
Monica and Bill are so the old. Like, Taylor and Travis are the new Monica.
Well, I feel like that was so much in the news the same way Taylor and Travis are. So, like, I guess they're up on the news.
I finally watched last week the Taylor Swift documentary, the old one.
Miss Americana?
Yeah, you told me it was great. I just watched it.
What did you think? Are you a Swiftie now?
I've always been a Taylor Swift fan.
Okay.
But this documentary did bring me more to Swiftie.
Oh, okay, good.
I've just loved the music. It's all I listen to when I drive. It's like my alone singing music.
Oh, it is?
Always has been.
Yeah, okay.
Since I was 15.
Yeah, same. We're the same age as her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it makes sense. But watching that made me think how perfect she is for Travis.
They're perfect.
Because
her ex.
Who was he?
An actor that was so preoccupied with making sure he was never in the tabloids or ever seen. So, like, she kept their relationship so hidden for 6 years. And everyone's like, now that she's with Travis, she's able to go out and be herself, and like she's not hiding anymore, and it's just such a better fit.
Yeah.
He was like annoyed that she was so famous. And it's like, you're dating such an incredible person, like you need to celebrate every part of her.
Yeah, she can't. You hear that? Was he British?
Yeah. Joe Alwyn.
Yeah, I was watching.
Swifties don't like him.
I don't think they should. I don't really think they should. But I feel like she seems so young. I didn't realize, like, because she grew up in such a crazy way, how childish, not in a bad way, that she was. And then I'm like, Travis, I feel like also has like a really childish energy. So I'm like, they probably are just like two fun little kids with tons of money and very successful work ethics and jobs.
That's such a good way to put it. But also, like, they're both so in the spotlight that they're like, they understand each other's lives. Yeah, I agree. I could talk about Taylor and Travis all night.
I feel like because it's a Valentine's Day episode, I don't feel weird talking about this.
Good. Yeah, well, I don't feel weird ever talking about it.
Well, just because it's like a comedy podcast. But I feel like everyone wants to hear about this.
Everyone. The problem, Taylor Swift was like, she had the best year of her life. And because just how society works, people like to hate on people doing really, really well. And ever since she became the billionaire and has like, everything is going for her. Now all the comments I'm seeing is like, oh my God, billionaire problems, or like, oh, get out of here. Like, whatever. You're so annoying. Like, da-da-da. But before, at the beginning of the year, she was like being celebrated. And you could just see like the waves of how society works. You want to like hate people that are doing well.
Always how it is. I mean, we hear just people who are like, we just hear like when comics are doing well, like people like out and about will be talking shit and like, why are you? They're doing really well. This is a good thing.
Yeah, it's just like you kind of like to hate on people who are doing well because you want to make yourself feel better. Like, oh, yeah, I'd rather be like less than. See, it's on purpose because I'm a better person than the people that are doing good things. I don't know.
It definitely does take practice to not yes and the shit talking.
I know. Well, we've learned that.
Yeah. We have learned that. This is a PSA for anyone who does a podcast. Just be careful with what you say.
Because here's the deal. You never know who's going to listen.
Yeah.
And we're putting it out there for anyone to listen.
Anyone.
So, be careful.
Yeah.
Okay.
They showed a clip of Nikki Glaser on the I was thinking about that,
and she felt so bad, and she apologized because she was like, oh my God, I don't even remember saying that, like I'm the biggest Swiftie of all time. And that's the thing on podcasts, you're just talking
nothing. Yeah, you're just going along with the conversation,
and then like years later you can just get slammed. Neither of us, this has never happened to either of us. We're just preparing for it to happen in the future with things we've talked about.
Oh God,
we're acting like we got canceled.
I think it's like I'm sure careful. There's something in every episode that I could just get pulled for. Not like Me Too or like anything like that. Just like you said, what happened with the J-Lo thing.
Yeah. There was a...
Should we not say this?
There was an actor who talked poorly about J-Lo, and then she ended up hosting SNL with J-Lo, and the episode leaked.
People will find whatever you said.
People will find it. She probably didn't even remember she did that podcast.
Oh, yeah.
You know? Like she probably...
No.
Yeah.
Or she probably did.
Yeah, or she was like, uh-oh.
Oh no. Well, there's two things we wanted to talk about. So I talked last episode about how I don't know if we want to say what it was on. Does it matter? Your recent show you did with someone. Are we allowed to say the platform?
I don't know what you're talking about.
She was like, I don't want to talk about this on the podcast. Or I don't know if I should.
Oh.
And I was like, you have to tell them. This is classic miserable moment.
This is a miserable moment.
This is a perfect situation. And I blame the podcast and you being the guest for this happening because it always puts us out in the universe for my guests for something like this to happen. And they come in and they go, this is crazy. I had nothing. And 2 days ago, this happened. And I go,
this happened 2 days ago.
Was it 2 days ago?
Monday.
Oh, shit. Yeah. Okay. So wait, can we say the platform? That's fine?
Sure.
Okay. So last episode, I had Willie Simon on and I told him I'm doing the OnlyFans thing in May. Chase just did it, which is so funny because I don't picture Chase or I on it.
Well, and the first thing I said to you when I got here is I'm going to put you in touch with the person at OnlyFans because you'd be perfect. So I was so happy to hear you're already doing it.
Yeah.
Man, we would have been on the same show if I said I wanted to do May instead.
Man, it's okay.
I know, that would have been so fun.
That would have been great.
I bet you'll be on with great people that you know. It was just nice, like, knowing a few people. So
yeah.
I'm sure you'll know a few people.
Seeing that lineup made me feel good about saying yes to it, too. Because I feel like their lineups are getting better.
Yeah, because, like, more of comics on our, like, level or, like, in our, like, I don't know, class.
Yeah, in our class.
Are doing it. So then we're all, like, talking about it and be like, yeah, you should do it.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, it's good.
We're really just like, you get paid. You should do it.
Yeah, it's good money for a comic.
Yeah.
Usually we do a show and we get maybe $12. So.
Or 2 beers.
Yeah.
Okay, so please tell everybody this.
Okay. So it's a sad story. So I went on a date with a guy, and I wrote a joke about the date. And I just want to preface it with, like, we write jokes. Like, that's what we do. Mm-hmm. Sometimes you embellish. Like, it's not necessarily, like, everything you're saying you believe. You just, like, write jokes because we tell jokes.
Yeah.
Okay. So, went on a date with a guy, like, truly a lovely guy. I just got so much comedy material out of the date because there were so many things he was telling me that I was like, this is so comical. He was, you know, like, pulling up pictures of him in bed with 2 girls. I mean, like, yeah, this is me. You know, just things that you go, interesting first date topics. That's interesting so things weird. To talk about. And sorry, my eyelashes are so long. And so I left that date having, like, a lot of, like, comedy. And eventually I wrote a joke about it. And I've performed it throughout the year, various shows. I'll do that joke. It'll pop up in my set from time to time. And at this OnlyFans taping, I thought, what a great place to do this joke, because it's kind of like, you know, about a date, and it ties into the theme, and then it's a joke that I'm happy to, like, share with the world now and burn it and, like, be done with it. Mm-hmm. Like, I feel like I practiced it enough. It's ready to be taped.
This is the final show.
And when I tell you, I thought long and hard about what my set was going to be. Like, I really thought about it, and, like, I really curated it and was like, this is the joke I'm going to end on. This is my closer. And I show up to the taping, and one of the girls on the lineup goes, Chase, I have something to talk to you about. My friend is on a first date tonight. She's inviting a date. He saw the lineup and he saw that you're on the show. He said that you guys went on a date and you have a joke about him. And I was like, oh my God, what? First of all, how does he know I have a joke about him? Because I've never posted this joke. So, like, I don't know. That's interesting to me.
Yeah.
The whole how he knows I have a joke about him, which honestly probably made it less of a shock for him when he heard the joke. But then the pit in my stomach, and, like, the knot, and, like, the, oh my God, I have to stand on stage and tell a joke about a guy that for all he knew, it was a lovely date. Like, I wasn't like, F you, you're the, like, I had a lovely date. He wasn't for me. Mm-hmm. But, like, and here I am just gonna, like, bash him. I go, went on a date with a guy, thought he was a catch. Guess what? And the audience goes, not a catch. I go, bingo. And then
No way.
And then I say all this stuff about the like specifics, like very specific things he told me. I didn't change any details, which I guess you're supposed to do, and, like, stuff like that. No details were changed. No names were changed. I tell you, this joke got 2 applause breaks.
Oh, thank God.
Well, this poor guy got 2 applause breaks while I'm making fun of him.
Yeah, but I said thank God. I could care less about him for this moment. I mean, when you're talking about somebody that's there and you're uncomfortable, you need it to go well. So he understands that what he did on that date was crazy. Otherwise, imagine if you didn't get a laugh and you just feel like an asshole. You know?
You're right.
The audience was validating you.
There were like, then there were like things that were embellished, and I not embellished out of like nowhere. I went on another date that was no good, and I combined those 2 dates. So like I said things about our date that were actually about another date, but it didn't make sense for me to like say, and then this date I just combined them. So like I said some stuff about him being in a cult, which he was.
Guy 2.
No, guy 1.
Oh.
The guy.
CrossFit or like a real one?
A real cult.
Oh, wow.
And so I but then like I embellished only because it was another date. I wasn't lying, but he doesn't know that. He thinks now I'm just making stuff up, but like it's comedy.
Yeah.
It's, you know,
it's a written.
I say that he unfollowed me on Instagram. This was the other guy that did, but I said he unfollowed me. Like that, I felt so bad because I'm at a place in my career where I could use every follower I can get. And he's in a cult. He would follow anybody. Applause break. Again, applause break. And this poor boy, he's like, wait, I didn't even unfollow her. This isn't true. Like, I just felt so bad.
Damn.
My sister sat next to him. Coincidentally.
This keeps getting better.
I got off stage. I said, London, don't say a word. You're sitting next to him. And she goes, oh, him and the date were not laughing.
I was going to say, what did she say? Oh.
They weren't laughing.
I don't know what is more. I feel like it's equally uncomfortable because the girl now thinks everything you said is about him, number 1. Number 2, all of the things that were about him, I'm sure he did the exact same moves to this girl because I don't think that those...
I don't know. I think I provide a very safe space for guys on dates to open up. And I think he felt very safe to tell me these things.
So maybe not. And he shouldn't have felt safe around a comedian.
I mean, I was like, everything he was telling me, I think I was like laughing at it all. And like, I was like, tell me more. And like, oh my God. But it's because I'm just getting material.
Yeah, good shit.
I'm getting material. I think most girls wouldn't have like spent so long learning every detail about it.
Guys, if you're on a date, first 3 dates, don't show us any photos of you. Guys love showing photos of them when they were younger. Like kid to now. I feel like all guys have this narcissistic thing about photos.
They love it.
They love it. It's so weird to me.
Well, that's better than showing you pictures of you and your ex. Don't do that.
Oh,
in bed. Don't do that.
That is so weird. Were they dressed or was it like after sex kind of like...
After, but it was him and the girls in bed. I mean, again, nothing wrong with that. I wasn't like, I'm offended. I just was like, this is funny. And this is going to make it into a comedy set. And thank you. It wasn't like I didn't like him. Or like, he wasn't a bad guy at all. He just made it into my routine. And I think that's why I feel so bad because what a nightmare for him to sit there on a first date and have a girl roast him. Like specifics. 2 years later, and I remember the exact name of his ex, and I'm saying it on stage.
Did you contemplate not doing the joke when you found out?
I did, but then I was like, I don't want to change what I'm gonna do because, like, I've planned this and I've prepped this so much, and like, this was a choice for me to burn this now.
Yeah.
So no, I was just like, well, I'm probably gonna have 5 more minutes of material now of just like this
what just
happened.
I mean, if you do the normal joke and then say you did a show and the guy was there, that's
because what's so crazy and why it was so shocking is like that date was 2 years ago, and I've like we don't follow each other on social media. Like we never we saw each other one time. Like he's not part of my life.
Yeah.
I didn't even remember like when she said his name. I was like, who is that? Like that he's that far removed from my life that it's so crazy he was there.
That's wild.
Wild.
What are the chances of that?
I hope he has a good story out of it.
He definitely does. At least his date does.
Well, I asked my friend, I said, oh my God, how did the date go? I hope I didn't ruin it. And she didn't write back.
Oh, no.
I ruined the date.
Well, also, if he's on a date with a girl that can't handle that jokes, then...
Yeah, I mean, my sister said they weren't laughing, but she was also like, it was probably really uncomfortable for the girl to laugh. Like, she probably didn't know what she could laugh at.
So also, when they're in the audience, he doesn't know if you're actually going to do the joke that night.
Yeah, like, what are the odds I'm also going to tell the joke? I have like an hour of material. I'm going to tell that specific joke at the taping. It's cruel. What I did is absolutely cruel.
It would be cruel if you didn't have it planned and then did it. That's cruel.
Oh.
What? That is cruel. This is just really funny timing.
This is what seems to happen in my life. This is like of course. Like, whoop-de-doo. Like, of course he's in the audience. Like, that's how random it is.
Oh, all of these things when these moments happen, I always just think, like, how fake it would feel. Like I always talk about, like, Curb. She's been on it. But, like, Curb and Seinfeld, she's a pretty big deal. But those shows, I'm like, this feels like it would never happen, but so many of those are true things.
Yeah. Yeah, in the first episode of this season, Noah Kopfer's in it.
I saw he posted a picture.
And his scene is him walking Larry to the bathroom in silence. And Larry's like, no, I can find it. He's like, no, I'll walk you there. I'll make sure you know. And he's like, no, I'm good. And he's like, no, I'll show you. And then they're just walking together like for like 3 minutes in silence. And I mean, what an ego for me to think that I inspired that. But me and Larry were in that situation, walking together in silence, side by side, so awkward and uncomfortable. I can't tell you how many times.
No way.
And I was like, if this is about me walking him to set, because I was a PA on the show.
Yeah.
And my job was taking care of Larry. And for the longest time, and I've talked about this on your show, but the longest time I thought, like, when they told me I had to know where Larry was at all times, I thought that meant I had to be next to Larry at all times. And I would just follow him everywhere. I would feel like I had to have small talk with him. I just was a torture for him. He hated it. He hated every moment, wouldn't respond to me because he doesn't need to. But I would be like, Larry, how was your day? And he would... And then the thoughts in my head going, maybe he didn't hear you. Maybe you need to say it louder.
Yeah, louder.
Maybe, oh, no, it's not that he doesn't like you, Chase. It's that, like, the thoughts in my head would, like, oh, my gosh. So, I'm worried that little bit is inspired by me because of how awkward I was with him.
Oh, I hope it was, because that's great. But what was it? What was it like having like lines now and like being next to him?
You know my line.
Yeah, the signature.
It was, "Hi, I'm Allie. I'm your biggest fan." And the amount of people going, I'm so proud of you. Hey, it's so funny because it's the littlest. I mean, I was there for 2 days. I filmed for 2 days. I filmed so much more than that. I did have comedy elements. They cut it all out. It's all cut except me saying, hi, I'm Allie. I'm your biggest fan. And like immediately goodbye. Some people didn't even know I was in it. They saw my story and said, I watched and I didn't see you. So it's very little.
But you were also standing next to him in the scene, like right next to him, right?
Not in the scene that made it to air.
Okay.
I posted a ton of behind the scenes shots of me.
I saw those pictures.
That was very cool. A lot like when I was filming, because me and Larry have such a relationship. I was like between takes, I like would do my line and it'd be like, how was that? Like any notes? And he'd be like, do it this way this time. Like,
oh, really?
Yeah. He was like coaching me.
That's cool.
Very cool. It was one of the coolest. It felt like a full circle moment of like, okay, I'm improving with Larry and this is a very cool moment. And when I walked on set, because I had worked on the show, I walked on set and everyone started chanting my name.
Aww.
And like, it was like a very cool experience. But yeah, I just made it in. I emailed the director, which I emailed the director and I was like, that's actually really cool. I have the director's email.
That is cool.
Like, it is a very surreal thing, but I was like, I made the cut. Thank you.
So many people don't make the cut.
Well, I know, because last season I didn't make the cut. That's why I got excited I made the cut.
Yeah.
But he said he's going to send me like everything I filmed, so at least I have it.
For real and stuff. Yeah. And just memories.
Memories.
I would have been shitting my pants nervous to just improvise lines.
I was.
Yeah.
Because they also, like, when they say it's improvised, like, there was no script. I got on set and they told me who I was playing and what the scene was, and they didn't explain it. Like, we were running behind, so it was like, okay, you're gonna come up to Larry and okay, here we go. And it was like, wait, who am I to Larry? Like, what is my backstory? Like, I'm like, what? So it's very fully nerve-wracking.
Damn.
I was very scared.
I know. I it's like there's like the two sides of it. Once you're comfortable, I feel like the improvising would be the better route because you don't have to memorize lines. But until you're comfortable, that would be a goddamn nightmare.
Yeah.
I'm not nightmare. I definitely want to do it.
Yeah, this is where we need to be careful about what we say.
It would be take two. It would be very nerve-wracking, but worth every second.
Well, I got very good as a PA on the show because all the actors were so nervous if they were a day player. And I just was like their biggest champion. I would be like, this is how it's going to go. You're going to do great. And just like, I love being behind the scenes, actually, probably more than on camera, because I know how scary it is on camera, or I know how scary it is to perform. So I'm like very good at helping people like relax.
Yeah.
But I need someone to do that for me. I'm able to do that for other people extremely well because I know what it feels like, but I can't do it for myself.
Yeah, you need the external person. That's just like when you're going through a bad relationship and you need the friend who doesn't know what they're talking about to talk you out of the relationship, even though you're probably smarter in that realm than that friend. You still need that friend.
Exactly. So, yeah, I'm a great pep talker if anyone needs a pep talk about getting on stage.
Oh, it is really cool, though. I know it is just one line, but that is like... It is like everyone's favorite show.
I know. And for the people that didn't watch, it looks really cool because they don't know how small the part is. They don't realize this is the tiniest part in history. I feel like I should do some sort of like video about like how famous I am now or something.
Oh, you definitely should be real bitchy to people.
Yeah, I feel like I could like make this my new personality.
I think so.
That I've been on Curb.
You're a full-time actress.
And what's it like now? Living my life after.
Probably hard on the streets. Thank God it's been raining. Things are about to change.
Yeah.
I do this thing now where I watch TV and I see these people having these like these day players and these background actors, and I just think of like them calling their mom being like, "That was just the coolest day," and then their dreams never coming true.
Why? Because it gets cut?
No, like that was their biggest moment while they lived in LA. Like I can't sometimes I just can't watch shows without like,
because you look at the background artists and you go, oh, they so badly want to be the actor.
Yeah, and I'm like, this was a big day for them.
This was a big day for them. I think that too.
And to them, this was the first step of many, but it was actually the last step of it all.
Yeah, isn't that sad?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I think about that too. Do you know it's okay? So to be a drug dealer is actually very hard. Did you know that?
I mean,
there's a point. There's a point. So like a lot of people want to go into drug dealing because there's a lot of money at the top.
mm-hmm.
At the top, these drug lords.
Yeah.
Lots of money. So a lot of people try to get in there. Mm-hmm. But there's like so many people not making a cent. They're just trying to become the big guy. They compare it to acting. You can make millions and millions being an actor, but that's like this many people. I don't know how many this is. Very few people are making the millions and millions. But millions of people are trying to get to that point because there is a possibility, and it's the same thing with drug dealers.
Also, same consequences. No retirement, which I've been meaning to message you about your retirement plan we talked about last episode again.
I'll have 100,000 by time I'm 65.
I think that might have been one of my biggest laughs of the entire year of like ever. That one really got me. But seriously, I need you to send me that.
Okay.
I'm gonna put my OnlyFans.
Capital.
I'm gonna put my OnlyFans money into it.
Okay, perfect.
Then I'm gonna start my fund.
Perfect. Yeah.
So it doesn't end well for a lot of actors and drug dealers.
Doesn't end well for actors or drug dealers.
People just want to live their dreams. Do you think
Can we make that a quote from Mandy Martino? People just want to live their dreams.
Do you think there's any drug dealers who just like the work?
I don't know, because I always say if I was a drug dealer, I always say this.
Let me put that in quotes.
Like, okay, you know the show that just came out, Griselda?
Yes, I haven't watched it yet.
Me neither. But it's about a drug dealer.
Mm-hmm.
She probably made a lot of money and could have been like, all right, I made enough to like take care of my family. I can invest and I'm good. But for some reason, they keep going. So they must love the work.
They must, or they love the high. Where a lot of actors make it big and stop.
Who?
Ferris Bueller.
He has not stopped. He has not stopped.
I mean, Comedians in Cars was a great ep.
No, he's been on Broadway. He's like a Broadway guy.
I apologize.
Yeah, no. He's Sarah Jessica Parker's husband.
I know that. Trust me.
They've done Broadway plays together.
Really?
He did The Producers.
I know The Producer. Shit, I forgot about that.
Bad example. Give me another one.
Okay.
Give me another guy who made it to the top, made millions, and stopped on purpose.
Okay.
Daniel Day-Lewis.
Did you think he's really done?
Yeah, and he seems like the type of oddball that would just say, I'm done.
Because he Phantom Thread also, if you guys haven't seen it. Have you seen it?
No.
I think it was one of his like last few. But that movie was so good. But yeah, he's so method that I think like
he probably was like, I did it.
He won't take it back. Saying he's also very old.
Is he?
Looks it.
I thought he was like 60.
Old. Okay, wait. I wish I had a list. Like I wish I could Google it.
I think of any actors that made the millions and then decided to stop. I think it was.
Did you hear my belly?
Yeah. Are you hungry?
No, I just ate.
Oh. That just, I feel like the business is just so hard that you like age out, or like the roles stop coming in. You're past your prime.
Like a lot of the 90s actors.
I don't think they purposely stopped.
That's true.
Yeah, I think they just can't get booking. It's hard out there.
It is hard.
But
so yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah, but that's the industry we're getting into.
How exciting. That's why we just have to get our podcasting. You can just, you're your boss.
Exactly.
And it's really easy to get your podcast off the ground.
It's so easy. And same with stand-up.
Yeah. You just have to do it and then you make millions. Mm-hmm. It's nice.
Done.
This is actors. And this is stand-ups and podcasters. Just so much. Just so much.
Well, that's why I got into it.
Yeah. Because how easy it was?
No, because for real, I actually was like, oh, I want to be in control of my career instead of like, because I was auditioning and I had the confidence of just like, my confidence was out of this world.
Really?
Oh, I used to be so confident. And then the industry has just broken me. But
how many years until you broke?
2.
That sounds about right.
It only took me 2 years to break. But until then, I would go on auditions being like, that was amazing. Like, I just killed it. And then I wouldn't book it. And I'd be like, I'm so confused because that was so good. And I was like, okay, this is ridiculous because if I'm doing this good and they're not casting me, then I would like to be in control of how this goes. So that's why I got into stand-up, because I could be in control of it.
That is really funny.
Oh, my confidence. I need it back. I was like, I just thought, or it wasn't thought, I like knew. Mm-hmm. I knew I was good.
You need that back.
And then like just 10 years of like rejection. I've lost every ounce of confidence I ever had. So yeah, I need that back.
It is. It's so hard. So we were talking about this and then I was like, oh, we got to wait till we're on camera. But she asked me how my manifesting for JFL
okay, yes, tell me.
is going.
Yes.
Which really coincides with your confidence thing.
Okay.
First of all, I feel like that episode was probably like about a year ago. Maybe.
I think it was the last one we did.
We talked about JFL?
Yeah, because it was our 2024 goals.
Oh, yeah. But the one before that we talked about, I thought we talked about, 2 ago we talked about The Secret. Last time we talked about, so back 2 episodes to The Secret.
Okay.
I feel like the people who, which I feel like, I don't know if I'm repeating things, but I feel like the people who make it the most, like,
delusional,
have a level of delusion.
Me too.
And it's like delusion, and you need the delusion to believe in yourself enough to make it. Mm-hmm. And I feel like I have this block to where I'm confident and that there's no doubt, but there's no delusion.
Oh, wow. There's no doubt, though, because that's incredible.
I don't have a choice. So I...
Okay, and same. The delusion is where I crumble because you have to be delusional, and we're not delusional. So then we start going, okay, you're being delusional, and let's
pump the brakes,
come down off a ledge, because you're gonna get really disappointed when this doesn't happen, because this is like a crazy person that does. I don't know, like, I'm too rational right now.
Exactly.
Okay, so can you tell me about JFL now?
Okay, so this is so funny. So my goals for this year, let's just manifest on camera, is I want a Don't Tell set and JFL. And I feel like if I could get those, it'll lead me to great things. It's a good start. It's a great.
Love
I
that.
feel like I can get both.
Mm-hmm.
I can get both.
Well, you can.
I'm going to get both.
The don't tell is like a no-brainer.
I hope so.
That's a no-brainer. I hope that helps you with your delusion.
Okay.
Like, I want you to actually know that's like absolutely gonna happen. JFL, I don't know about. For me, for you, yes, but my confidence isn't. I need to believe more about JFL.
Okay, I want to ask you questions after this. So, I was working on this 8 to 10 minute set for like a month just to get a good tape for JFL and to send to Don't Tell as well. And I was like, I have the set together. I figured out the orders I want and everything. And I worked it. And I have this Don't Tell show coming up where the week before I had a great Don't Tell that I hosted, but the week after where I got to run it like with their audience.
Yeah.
Then it was just like the best show ever. And then the next week was I'm on it, not hosting. And I was like, this is my moment. I'm for the tape. Like the Don't Tells are where you want to tape. Best audiences, so fun and comfortable. The room was great. I'm midway through my set. It's going great. I'm so happy. I'm so proud of how hard I worked on the set. Yeah. Like, I love when you work hard and it pays off. And I love the order, everything I did. I'm very happy. And someone's phone goes off.
Don't you tell me.
Don't get me started.
Don't get me started.
Don't even get me started. So the phone goes off, and they're in the front row, and my camera's in the back. And I said, you know what? I'm having this whole conversation with myself. Ignore it. Yeah. They'll turn it off really quick. Most of the audience won't hear. The camera won't pick it up. It rings. They turn it off. Stop. They can't get the phone to turn off. She can't figure out how to turn. It rings the full ring to where I have to say something because it is weird.
If you just pretend you don't hear it.
I was so loud. Oh, ring from start to end because she can't figure out how to turn it off. And I stopped. I was like, I was like, who is it? And she goes, it's the ring cam or something. I can't figure out how to turn it off. And I'm not even mad at her. I'm just like, of course. Like, oh, red lips, hair done, full outfit. I was prepared to get this tape. Like, I fully cat eye. There's good news.
So you go, turn it off, and she goes, I can't. So, and then did you have to stop your set?
No. It rang till it finished. It did its thing, whatever she was saying. And they were nice, and it didn't mess up my set. I kept going, and it was whatever. I watched it back like it's a show. You can still send it. But then the next week, I got on Nightcap is back.
I heard that.
And it was a week and they opened.
So a lot of people were there?
Full room. And I got an applause break. My little laughs were rolling, and his cameras are sick.
So good.
And that audio is really good. And I liked that set way better than the other one. So I got it. I have to have him send it to me still, but I got it.
Yes. Okay, so the good news is you got the tape to send to JFL and Don't Tell.
Yeah.
Oh, and with all that laughter.
I can't wait to see it. He's so busy, but I need to ask him again for it. But
oh my God, I'm thrilled.
We didn't have the red lip. I had a lip on and a cat eye.
You had a lip and a cat eye.
So,
well, that camera's so good. Oh, yeah. I'm so happy. Oh my gosh, I truly think because you're like, no doubt, the delusion doesn't need to be there. It's the no doubt. No doubt. Is that a song?
But there's still this no doubt. No doubt.
It's the no doubt. But I have no doubt, so it's gonna happen.
I just feel like there's a piece I'm missing in believing in there's a piece.
That's what I say when I'm like JFL. I want it so bad that there. You know what it is for me? I think I care too much.
Yeah.
I think I need to let go of it now and be like, I want it, but like, whatever. whatever happens. That's what I think I need to be at, because I think I care too much, because I go into these auditions and I did the Netflix is a Joke audition.
Oh, at the Comedy Store?
And the pressure I put on myself, because I was like, if I book this, then my life is going to be so much better and everything's going to be for the better. The amount of pressure I put on myself to have a good set, had I gone into it just like, whatever, it's just a show and I get to have fun, and I probably would have done a lot better. But I was so scared because my life depended on it. And I think that's the same feeling I get for JFL. I want it so bad that I tell myself well, don't, because you're not going to get it. So don't, then you're going to be disappointed, and I don't want you to be disappointed. So it's just all these mind tricks, and it's just I need to go to just whatever happens.
Yeah.
And maybe that's the next level of manifesting, is surrendering.
I do hear stories
about
of surrender.
I do hear stories about surrender. Miley's Grammy speech. She goes, "This Grammy came to me when I finally surrendered. She told a story of a boy that wanted a butterfly for his birthday. So his parents got him a butterfly trap, and he's running around with the butterfly trap, and he can't catch a single butterfly. And finally, he goes, all right, it's not in the cards for me, and that's okay."
He said, poor boy.
He goes, that's okay. It's not in the cards for me. And he sits down, he surrenders, and a butterfly flies and lands on his nose. And Miley says, that was my song, Flowers. I finally just surrendered to just whatever happens in my career happens. And she won the Grammy.
Damn.
And guess what else she said?
What?
I was happy yesterday. This award does not define my happiness. I was just as happy yesterday.
That is badass. That is really badass.
So maybe we just need to do what Miley did.
I like that.
It's just we just need to be happy with where we're at. Mm-hmm. Getting something doesn't define us, and surrender. And then we will get it.
Easy.
I'm sorry. That is so easy.
Did we just figure out how to be famous? Okay, well, I guess I'll see you at JFL this year.
I guess I'll see you at the Oscars. There's a comedy section now, or that's Golden Globes.
Yeah, there's an opening for a host. Oh, okay.
I guess I'll see you at JFL.
Canada, here we come.
It'll be, if we end up at JFL,
yeah,
it will be a testament to our mental health, our mental strength.
Yes, strength. I'm like, the health.
Yeah,
I don't know.
It'll be a testament to our mental strength, and be like, oh, we were able to get our head in the right headspace.
Yes,
because the comedy's there. You know what I mean? It's not the comedy. It's just us getting the right headspace.
I'm glad we talked this out, because I really want it. I mean, if it's meant to be.
I really want it too. I mean, whatever happens.
If it happens, that's cool.
If it happens, whatever.
If it happens, I was happy yesterday. I told you how I manifested Audrey getting JFL.
Yeah, you guys both did it. She got it.
So I was thinking about doing Chase and Mandy so you can get it this year. As you know, I'm not a selfish person.
That would be so nice of you. I'll do the same for you, though. So it's
no, next year though. You'd have you can't cross the paths.
Okay.
But seriously, I really wanted to go with Audrey last year, but I would be just as happy if it was just us this year. But also, I don't care.
Also,
if
we
it doesn't
could care less.
if it doesn't happen.
Is this interesting talk for a podcast?
I fucking hope so. I didn't need to say the F word there. Sometimes I say it and...
oh, really? You're trying to work on it?
I just think sometimes it's not necessary. Like, but I do hope that you guys really liked this. And I think, say you don't do comedy and you have a dream you want. I think it's still very relatable to whatever your goal is.
Okay, good. If you want to be a drug dealer, you can manifest just as easily.
Yep.
Yeah.
Anything is possible.
Yeah.
If you surrender. Well, is there anything you'd like to plug?
Oh, sure. This is Valentine's Day, so my show tonight in San Diego. I'm going to be in Las Vegas headlining at Wise Guys.
Woo!
Just found out today.
I saw your post.
Yeah, they just emailed me today. So that's the 23rd and 24th, which is coming right up. So I'm not sure how many tickets are going to be there. So I could really use the help. So, yes.
All right, go. I just, Chappelle Lacey just did that room.
Oh.
And I just did the Horribly Funny at the Comedy Store, and Pauly Shore was on it, and he was saying that's his club, or he opened that club.
Yes. And Josh just did it, too.
I've heard great things about it.
Me, too.
They said it's not like a Vegas scene as much as it's just like
it's
a really...
It's like their downtown, like it's not the Strip.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I'm doing McKinney, Texas. If anyone lives near Dallas, I'm doing the McKinney, Texas Comedy Arena, it's called.
Ooh. Is it a whole arena?
I don't think so. I think it's just a comedy club called the Comedy Arena. That's March 1st and 2nd.
That's ballsy of them. Wait, plug your podcast and your tea.
You can order tea from me. First of all, I have an OnlyFans account now, obviously. Yeah. That's Chase_Elaine. Would love you to subscribe. And then my tea company is called Pity Party. Pityparty.com. You can get any tea you like there. 4 options, actually. And then my podcast is Inspired and Tired. You can find that on Spotify, podcast, YouTube, wherever. Mm-hmm. We're on a little hiatus, but this is a good time for you to like go back and re-listen to. All the episodes are about how to be creative and live a creative life. So
that's wonderful. It. Yay. Thank you so much for being back. Will I see you for St. Patrick's Day?
You will see me for St. Patrick's Day, and I can't wait.
Cheerio.
Oh, it's also my birthday.
When?
March 11th.
Oh, thank God you didn't say today. I was like that. It's too much pressure.